So let's make sure that this is working. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and one of my friends is joining. I want to thank you all for being here today, for showing up for yourselves. And I don't really know how to start talking about this because when we're on teacher training, we're told not to talk about things that we haven't processed yet. And right now I'm still kind of processing, and I'm still kind of in the shock of something that I witnessed yesterday. And I just want to preface by saying this might be a little bit triggering. And the reason why I choose to say this is because this is some sort of collective grief that I feel it's really important to share, and to kind of hold space in between strong, beautiful women, because I know we're all strong enough to deal with everything that gets thrown our ways. And yesterday, I was invited to this full moon event, and it was so powerful. It was beautiful, and it was this type of event in which we were given these like headsets, and when when the event was taking place, um, I noticed. So this is a park. Okay, we're in Yaletown, and there's a park, and the bridge is right there. And as I'm sitting there, we're being guided through this meditation. And throughout the time that we're on the meditation, I can't help but see that there is a man sitting on the edge of the bridge. And we're being guided through this meditation. And all I can think about is I'm just sitting there and I'm witnessing all of these people walking by and looking at us like, oh, who are these weird people? But they seem to be happy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And all I could feel was like, I felt ridiculous just being there for some reason. And I'm just sitting there, and in the meditation, there's this like, just think about you. Oh, think about you for a moment. Amanda, make sure you mute yourself. And thank you. And all I can think about when I'm on this meditation is, I cannot think about myself right now. There is a man on the edge of this bridge, and he does not seem to be wanting to get off there. And then we're guided through this meditation, like this prompt for journaling. And they say, how can I combine fun and passion with my goals and wishes? And this all feels like really wishy-washy, really like middle-agey. And I know that this is not a result of like selfishness. This is a result of the West. Is very individualized. And what I wrote is, as I sit here, I cannot help but stare at a man sitting at the edge of Canby Bridge. I desire to help people unite in the face of suffering. And then she starts talking about the second prompt, and I was able to write only, what limitations? And the next thing I hear is just screams, and I look up, and it's the man falling off the bridge. Of course, the event got canceled. Thankfully, the man is alive. But I just feel like this speaks to a grand scheme of things, of just how fucked up the world is. And because right now I'm in a stage of transition, and we are all in a stage of transition, especially if you ever align with the full moon and all these wishy-washy things. But for real, we are always in transformation. And I feel like as I have now exited all my studies in anthropology, I know that there is so much to be done, especially with the wellness world. And we're all here participating, and we're all so strong. And we have the privilege of being here in a beautiful space surrounded by like-minded people. And it is my ask of you today to know that as we sit here right now, there is a baby being born to a family who loves him. And that is so beautiful. And there is also a child dying of hunger at the end of somewhere in the world. And that is happening minute after minute after minute. And it is this ability of coming back into the present moment and having this full acceptance for the unfolding of life that really allows us to walk through this world with this open wound of uncertainty, knowing that anything can happen at any time. And I really apologize if this is a lot. You probably did not expect to hear this in a yoga morning yoga flow. But it is my ask of you that we can hold space for that, and hold space for that, not for others, but also within ourselves, because when we have this ability to do this for ourselves, then we can bring that into others around us. Because one thing I was feeling and thinking about when I was with this headset was, if only what I'm hearing right now in private, but in public, was being uh, like live streamed through a speaker, I knew that this man would have gone off that railing, because they were talking about purpose, how important life is, how fragile life is, and who knows. And I have this guilt of me thinking, why did I not do something about it? Why did I not call 911 before? So it's just, sorry, I know it's a lot, and I know that for some reason, perhaps my teachers told me to never share unprocessed shock. So I really thank you for holding space for this. So let's move. Let's hold space for that. And yeah, let's take a deep breath together. Let's come to a comfortable seat. Notice what it feels like to hold space for this body right here, right now. Your home in this body. Just like that, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let go. Really put something down. Breath in. Let go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. H-A. Ha. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come to the top of our mats. We're going to stand, actually. Feel your feet, four edges of the mat on the ground. We're going to softly allow a bit of a melting on our shoulders. I invite you to close your eyes and get your eyelids really heavy. Take a full breath in. Open the mouth. H-A. Place your hand to your belly and one hand to the heart. And then as you inhale, notice how your right hand grows as you bring the inhale to the belly, the base of the belly. And then the left hand lifts, growing through the chest. Imagine you can bring that air all the way to the top of your head, expanding, expanding, expanding. Hold there for a moment. Hold. Hold space for everything that is, holding acceptance, softening a little bit in the face of that. And then open the mouth, let it go. Full breath in, arms rise up and over the head. Bring the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees with a generous bend.
And then swaying from side to side, holding onto the opposite elbows, and then allowing the back of your neck to get really long here. So your cervical spine is finding spaciousness. Notice if you can shift in the same way your weight towards one feet and the other. Slowly as well, gently rocking the hips from side to side, perhaps doing some circles, bending one knee followed by the other.
Find some spaciousness in the breath. Find a little bit more depth in your breath as you breathe into the back of the heart.
Open the mouth on that next exhale and sigh it out. Then whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the hands up and over. Actually, no, just behind your low back. So squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Taking a full breath here. Lifting halfway. Exhale, drape forward. Beautiful. Now, releasing the fingertips, brushing your fingertips down through the mat, this time rising up and over. Reaching the fingertips all the way high. Imagine you're being pulled in opposite directions, so your feet are pressing strongly onto the ground. Arms and fingertips rising so strong, so tall. Relaxing through the shoulders. Close the eyes. Full breath in. Full breath out. Notice the beauty of grounding. And then slowly bring your hands to the center of your chest. Keeping your eyes closed, maybe tucking your chin to the chest. Getting a little bit personal here with your intention for today. Whatever that is. Keep it close to your heart and make it happen. Breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. Inhale, rise both arms up and over the head. Exhale all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And then as you exhale, plant both hands onto the ground and step your feet all the way back into a tabletop position. As you inhale, you drop the belly down, tilt the tailbone up for your cow. Exhale, curl the spine in, so gaze towards the belly button. Really press your fingertips down onto the ground. And now shift all the way forward as you open for your cow. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, look forward. This time we'll untuck the toes. Maybe wiggle the toes, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah. And now we're going to send the elbows back as you tuck the chin onto the ground. Notice the discomfort of this position for a moment. Heart open. Deep inhale. Exhale, extend the feet back, tucking the toes, extending the legs, and then opening wide. Maybe you can extend the fingertips further forward, opening for your cobra. Full breath in. Full breath out, lower down. Forehead to the ground. Deep inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, lower down. Extend both arms up and over the head. Feel your complete support of the ground underneath your body. There's not a single fiber, not a single space of your being that is not supported. You're safe. You're home in your body. Just notice that with that next breath. Exhale, letting go. Bringing both hands just besides the chest. Tuck the toes. And now we'll send the hips all the way back, child's pose. Open the knees wide. And I invite you to come onto your fingertips. so that you perhaps open a little bit wider and tend to those fingertips and kind of press the fingertips down. Taking a deep breath in here. Deep breath out, sigh it out.
Please know that throughout all of this practice, you're always welcome to take it a step further by adding on, or perhaps taking it a little bit slower. Even if you want to lay in a shavasana for the rest of our practice today, I will cheer you from here. That's the sign of a true yogi. One that really listens and tunes into the body and serves it. Just like that, take another breath. Open the mouth, letting go. Beautiful. We're gonna start getting a little bit more dynamic in our practice. So we're gonna drag those fingertips back into our hips. We're gonna sit over our heels. Now we're just gonna open through the chest, press the fingertips wide behind you, open the chest wide, allow the head to drop heavy here. Open the mouth, HA, ha. One more time, strong, okay? Breath in. I wanna hear the drama, letting go, ha. One more time, breath in, loud, ha. Beautiful. Now, align both hands with your knees. Bring your knees strongly towards each other. The tops of your feet are now going to be on the ground. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to press strongly onto the ground with our hands, and we're going to lift and float the knees. So you're just feeling this opening through your heels, through the ankles, and then we lower down. Inhale, open through the chest. Imagine we're doing the cat-cow. So open up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl it in. Lift the hips up. One more time, open up. Exhale, curl it in. Beautiful. Now we release, bring the hands behind you, and then we once again open up through the chest, breathing in, pressing the chest high and up, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, drop the neck. Breath in. I want to hear the drama, letting go. Yes. And then we return both hands all the way forward, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Wow, it took us a while to get there. Breath in, breath out. Let's move a little, okay? So feel free to move the knees from side to side. Let's move away from this drama and drop a little bit more into the body. Okay, imagine you have like these vacuums in your fingertips and everywhere in your palms. So you're really, imagine there's like a baseball ball in your hands, or you're really trying to grab it with your hands. All right, so now extend the right leg up and over the head, rising up through that right heel, look forward, step that right foot in between the hands, and I would just sway back and forth for a moment. This is a runner's lunge. We're just gonna open up through the hammies, the hamstrings, just for a moment, and then step that left foot halfway, drop that left heel down, and then bend through that right knee, arms rise up and over the head, warrior one. Full breath in, soften through the shoulders. One more time, breath in. Exhale, lower down, hands come down. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, and then we lower down, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or your knees down anytime. Feel free to use that as an alternative. Open for your cobra, vinyasa, downward facing dog. Breath in. Exhale, left leg rises high. Maybe circle through that left ankle, full breath in. Exhale, left foot steps all the way in between the hands. And then once again, we sway back and forth for a moment. Maybe you can even lift those left toes high up towards the ceiling. Yeah. And then we're gonna step that right foot halfway, dropping that right heel down, bend that left knee, and then arms rise high and up. Warrior one. Breath in. Breath out. Letting go. Hands return back to the floor. Step it back. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open up for your cobra. Exhale, hips back. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Right leg rises high. Full inhale. Exhale, right foot steps in between the hands. And then once again, we sway back and forth for a few moments. This time we'll add up a little bit of a modification. So you can even, so here's what I like you to do. You're going to kind of move the hips from side to side and imagine you have a tail behind you. You're a happy puppy right now. Just tailing around and exploring the areas with a range of motion here, okay? And then slowly stepping that left foot on the floor, left heel grounding onto the ground. Arms reach behind you, bend the right knee, arms rise. Full breath in. Strong feet onto the floor. Strong heart opening up. Exhale, lower down, framing the front foot. Step left foot a little bit further back. Right knee now squeezes onto the chest. I know. Breath and press the floor away from you. And now extend right leg back. Now stay here for a moment. Now we're gonna tuck that right hip over the left, bending onto that right knee. Yeah, so notice, typically we tend to dump our weight into one of the shoulders. So notice if you can create a sense of proportional distribution of weight on your arms. Awesome, now, right knee comes to center of the chest. Inhale, extend right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Pause. Press the hips a little higher. Yeah, and now extend right leg up and over. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Pause. Breathe in, feel the strength. If you're shaking, that means you're getting stronger. Exhale, extend right leg back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Right foot steps forward. Extend the right leg. Bend that left knee. And now we're going to sway forward. Left hand stays on the ground. Right arm rises up and over. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more time. Breath in. Breath out. Now step that left foot a little bit closer. And notice if you can maybe extend through both legs. Just stay here for a little bit. Use your blocks, please. I should have mentioned this earlier. We can always use the blocks here for support and bringing the floor a little bit closer to us. And then right hand returns back to the ground. Right leg rises high. And then exhale, we're going for a vinyasa, or you can go straight into your down dog. You can even do a three-legged vinyasa if you wish. Something that I love to do is doing this little crazy thing. And then inhale, open for your cobra. Downward facing dog. Downward dog. Or your baby, happy baby, not happy baby, sorry, your child's pose. Always returning to anything that makes your body restore and feel like it's held and supported by you. Be your own advocate. Have your own back. Breathe in. Open the mouth, letting go. All right. Now grounding through that right heel, left leg rises high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left foot now steps in between the hands. Once again, we sway back and forth. And here, we're now eventually going to pause. And then imagine once again, you're a little happy puppy. So you're tailing around, extending coming onto that left heel and just moving around here. Breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. Now ground onto that left foot. Step that right foot a little bit closer in. Both arms rise high. Exhale, sink a little deeper onto that left leg. Feel how all your toes, imagine you're an octopus. You're cupping the floor behind you. Deep inhale.
Deep exhale, sink a little deeper, soften through the shoulders, soften the jaw. And then return both hands down onto the floor. This time, left arm rises high. Take a full breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Awesome. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Now, if it feels good, you can step right foot a little bit further inwards and then keep that twist. Taking a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. One more time. Exhale, left hand returns back into the floor. Right foot steps a little bit further back. Left leg, actually, we're gonna squeeze that left leg in towards the center of the chest. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Kiss that left knee towards the forehead. And then exhale, return left leg high, three-legged dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Beautiful. Left knee to center of the chest. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Press the hips a little higher as you pause here. And then extend left leg back. Left knee to right elbow. Wonderful. Press the hips a little higher. I know you can do this, not yet. And then extend left leg high. Full breath in. Full breath out. Amazing. Now, left foot steps forward. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, sigh it out. Now, we're gonna wiggle the toes as wide as the mat and turn both toes out and heels in. Sink into your malasana. Taking a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to bring the fingertips down and then lift the hips high. Heels kind of spread backwards. So inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, sigh it out. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. This time, we're gonna grab our peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes. As you inhale, lift halfway, press the heels onto the floor and drag them towards each other energetically. And then as you exhale, elbows go wide and open towards the sides as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Open, loving sigh out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. Whenever you guys feel ready, we're going to once again open the toes wide. All right. And now we're going to sink the hips back. Okay. We're going to sit back and then come into a boat. All right. So we're going to be doing a little bit of core work because why not? So I'm just going to do it this way so that then you can see what's coming after. It's really fun. Okay. So imagine you cannot by any means misalign your ankle and your knee. So you're always going to keep them parallel to the floor. And then you inhale, you lift up, and then you lower down, all the way down, keeping your knee and your ankle in the same line. Suck it in. Come on, let's do it. Lower down. Bring it in. And down. If this is too much and your tailbone is not telling you no, bring your hands down and do a variation of this by lowering down with your hands or finding something that feels suitable for you, okay? So we're gonna go for 10, for 9, for 8, 7, come on, let's do it. We got 5, come on, 4, scary faces, come on, wipe those out. 4, and 3, and 2, and one. Beautiful. Now here's what we're gonna do. Hug your arms, hug your knees, sorry, and then come roll back, extend your legs up and over the head. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And here's what we're gonna do. We're going to come into a shoulder stand. So how do we do that? I really want you to pay attention into this. Once you come to bring your hips over the shoulders, please avoid looking towards the sides. This might damage your cervical spine. So let's keep our gaze all the way onto the ceiling, okay? So pressing onto our elbows, onto our upper forearms, we lift the hips high. If this is too much, you can just bring the legs up and over the head. This is gonna be good. And then here, we're gonna breathe in, breathe out. One more time. And then notice what happens if you bend the knees. And then bring them all the way up and over behind your head. This is a plow pose. Breathe in. And then exhale. We're gonna roll all the way back into our feet. And then we're gonna stand into a forward fold. Yeah. Breathe in, lift halfway. If you need, whoever's coughing, I have some, is that you? Okay, I can have it. I brought those just in case. All right, so forward fold, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, sink back in, roll all the way back. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go plow all the way back and then return all the way forward, lifting halfway. We're gonna be doing about 5 of those. So have fun. Make sure that you're doing it at your own pace. So you go all the way back and then return forward. Do it at your own pace. Be a child for a moment. The world is already pretty hard in and of itself. This is so fun. And then whenever you're ready, once you finish your 5, we're gonna come back to center. And here, we're going to return back into that boat pose. Okay, so squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Peace fingers, grab a hold of them. And then notice what happens if you just press your feet away from you. This might already be a lot. Then maybe you can extend the legs, just maybe. And then, I know you wanna laugh. So, not allowed to laugh. You're not allowed to laugh now, because it's gonna get even better. Alexis is like, we're gonna roll all the way back, yeah, and then all the way back forward. Yeah, and then back and forward. Let's do it for 5. Notice how your spine is just saying, thank you. And then whenever you're ready, good job. We're gonna return all the way back to a downward facing dog. Full breath in, open the mouth, sigh it out, feet as wide as the mat. And I want you to wiggle, 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 wiggle. Whoever told you not to wiggle, they were so wrong. So wiggle, 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 shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Even if you want to kind of jump, you can totally do that. Sometimes I really enjoy the sense of like even jumping all the way forward. If you want to practice your handstand hops, you can do that too. And maybe clap your feet. Yeah. Breathe in. Breathe out. Amazing. Now, we're gonna bring the feet together. Okay, right leg right says up and over the head, full breath in. Exhale, squeeze right knee in towards the center of the chest. Pause here for a moment. Full breath in. And now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop that left heel down. Right leg's gonna stretch through. Left arm rises high above, pressing that right hand down. Breath in. The other side, Andrea. Yeah, there you go. Breath in. Breath out. Return that left hand down onto the floor. Right leg slowly, slowly reaches back up, 3-legged dog. Full breath in. Exhale, right foot steps all the way forward. Drop that left heel down. And then slowly interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then slowly find your way up to standing into your warrior two. Yeah, feel free to adjust your feet. Take a full breath in, arms rise. Exhale, side out. Feel your feet really grounded onto the floor. I invite you to close your eyes and get the eyelids really heavy. Take a full breath in, relax the shoulders. There you go. And then reach the arms. Imagine you're like Superwoman or Spider-Man and you're throwing good vibes. Full breath in. Think a little deeper. And now here's what we're going to do. We're going to extend that right leg. Left arm comes over the right shoulder. And then we're just going to lengthen over here, trying to reach that right arm even further forward. And then maybe bending onto that right knee if it feels suitable. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then we release, we bring the head back to center. And then reverse warrior. Right arm reaches up and over the head, taking deep breath in. Sinking a little deeper onto that right knee. Amazing. And then right arm now floats onto that right knee, up and over that left arm, reaches high. Full inhale. Press your hips forward. Remember what brought you to the mat today. Feel the breath in. Feel the breath out. And then slowly return back into your reversed warrior. Beautiful. And then once again, warrior two. Sink the hips backwards, reach the hands forward, and then landing that right knee. Also, pay attention to that right knee. We tend to hyperextend that right knee. We don't want to be locking the joint, so bring a little bit of a micro bend there, okay? Breath in, breath out. Landing a little deeper onto your Trikonasana here. Bringing breath into the back of the heart. Notice if you can feel that. Long in the back of the neck. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the gaze back towards that right foot, left hand towards that left hip, and then bring your gaze down, bend that right knee, and then wiggle your way up so that we take off into our half moon. Please, please, please use your blocks here. There we go. Imagine that you are kicking into the wall behind you, and it's your heel pressing back, not your toes. To stay there, I'm gonna bring you a block. I love how at the beginning of practicing yoga, I was like, I don't need blocks. And now I'm like, I could not live without blocks. So please use them. So imagine you're pressing onto my right hand with your heel. There we go. Beautiful. Press into my hand with your heel. There we go. Breathe in. Keep your gaze steady somewhere. And then whenever you can, take one more deep breath in. We're going to exhale and return all the way back, wobble or no wobble, into our reversed warrior. Full breath in. Full breath out, back to your warrior two. Extend the right leg, pivot that right foot inwards. Forward fold, wide-legged. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out, HA. One more time, breathe in. Breath out. Interlace your fingertips behind your low back if that feels good here. If anybody here has a practice of doing headstands, you can totally go ahead and try that. If not, we can totally tackle that in another class. We're gonna stay here for a few more deeper breaths. Even if it feels good to release your hands and maybe reach the arms forward, you can totally do that. Breath in, breath out. Wonderful job, everyone. Return back to your hands. We're gonna bring the fingertips just underneath the shoulders. Now look at your left toes. Pivot them towards the back of the mat. Bend that left knee. Point the right toes high towards the ceiling. So the toes that are closer to me, to the center of the room, are pointing high. Imagine you're a Spider-Man who can also throw good vibes through your feet. And now you're sinking back onto that left heel, Skandasana. So this is a deep opening of the right inner thigh, and it might feel uncomfortable. So why don't we breathe here? Take a full breath in. And maybe walk your fingertips forward and maybe lower it down. Find length in the back of your neck. Breath in. Breath out. If it feels good, you can even extend that left arm all the way back and then reach that right arm up. There you go. That's your perfect Instagram post. Hashtag Skandasana, hashtag blessed. And then slowly we return the right hand back onto the floor, extending, and then we're just gonna pivot all the way towards extending, rotating all fingertips forward, all finger toes forward. And here what we're gonna do is we're going to walk the fingertips forward, shifting our weight into the right foot. A little L shape here. Taking a full inhale. Full exhale. Sink a little deeper onto the knee. Notice if you can pay attention to your right knee. So you're lifting the right kneecap towards the hip, really squeezing there. Breathing in, breathing out. If you want to shift into a deeper expression of the half splits, the invitation's there. And then whenever you feel ready, left toe step far back onto the mat, right foot steps. No, we're not stepping right foot. We're lifting it high. Three-legged dog. Full breath in. Bend the right knee. Activate the right heel. And now we're going to stack that right hip over the left. Beautiful. And now, if it feels good, you can drop that left heel down. Press your left hand onto the floor and shift onto your wild thing. Breathing deep, pressing onto the floor, lifting the hips high, saying hi to your neighbor, hello. And then as you exhale, we return slowly, downward facing dog. Shifting forward, lowering down the knees, untuck the toes. Look up. Exhale, lower down, chin to the mat in between the thumbs, untuck the toes, and then shift your way forward into your cobra. Maybe you can even press the hands further forward. Exhale, lower down, forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift, dive away. Exhale, side out. Extend both arms up and over the head, forehead to the ground. Slowly returning both hands just besides the shoulders, this time tending onto the fingertips, like spider fingers, wider than the mat. We're going to now shift the elbows high, press the floor away from you as the head is heavy, like a wild cobra. We lift up, gaze all the way up high between the third eye, and then gaze over the right shoulder, drop that left shoulder down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look over to the left, lowering down. Beautiful, inhale.
We're gonna do it one more time and stay for a longer breath on that right side. Stay for a deep breath in. Stay for a deep breath out. Press the floor away from you, lift up. Looking over that left side, lowering down right shoulder. Stay for that inhale. Stay for that exhale. Lifting up back to center. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bend the knees. Yeah. And we're going to lower down all of our body onto the ground. Okay. Here, notice how does it feel like to reach over for your heels? Maybe that's a lot. If it's a lot, you can release the legs and just lift the chest high. So go with whatever feels good, okay? So what we're gonna do is a bow pose. So lifting your chest up as you press the legs away from you. And pay attention here. If you're looking forward, then you might notice that it feels better for your cervical spine to lower the gaze down. Pressing the gaze down. Hips are pressing down, kicking the legs away from you. Full breath in into the back of the heart. To the sides of the body. Exhale, release. Release the feet down. Bring the hands down beside you. Lift up for your cobra. Tuck the toes. Exhale, child's pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then when you're ready, we'll return back to that downward facing dog. Just like that, left leg rises high. Beautiful. Left knee comes to the center of the chest. Pause here for a moment. Now we're gonna drop that right heel down and now extend that right leg through the hands all the way, reaching all the way towards the right corner of your mat. And then press, hips high, right arm rises. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, return back to center. Three-legged dog. Full breath in. Step the left foot in between the hands. Drop right heel down. Sink the hips a little deeper over here. Lift the chest just slightly. Maybe you're even floating through the fingertips. So that means you're really using the strength of your legs. Okay, make sure that you're dropping that right heel down. Okay. Deep breath in. Interlace the fingertips behind your back as you exhale. Inhale, lift a little bit here, and then rise into your warrior two. Extend the arms wide. Take a full inhale. Full exhale. Sink into your warrior. Allow the eyelids to get a little heavier here. Notice how this pose not only summons this sense of strength, but also a sense of ease. Can you stay here feeling strong, but still allowing the breath to flow through you? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Extend that left leg. Then grab a hold. Extending your right arm up and over and then lengthening to that left side of the neck. Full breath in. Full breath out. Into the breath, feeling it in. Deep breath out. And then when you're ready, we're going to bend back again onto that left knee and then reverse that warrior. Left arm extending through, intentionally reaching back.
Full breath in. Full breath out. Bounce side angle. Left forearm lands on that left knee. Arm reaching up and over the head. Imagine that your left knee is energetically kind of shifting over towards the left pinky toe. Full breath in. Full breath out. Volume levels here. And then whenever you're ready, really squeezing through the center of your core, you're gonna lift up into your reversed warrior two. Full breath in. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend that left leg as we come back into that warrior two, and then shift forward, Trikonasana, shifting the hips back, opening wide to the center of your chest, into your heart. Breath in, breath out. Your home right here in your body. Feel that. Now slowly bring your gaze onto your left foot, bend the left knee, and reach that left hand forward towards the left corner of your mat as maybe you can heel toe the right foot closer, or maybe take it off straight into your half moon. Keeping your gaze steady will help a lot here. Notice if you can really feel this intention of pressing your left heel into the back of the room. So press into my heel, your heel into my head. How does that feel? Yeah. Breathing in, pressing into my hand. And notice what happens if you try to really squeeze throughout the right side of the glutes. So you're really pressing in and lifting the leg a little higher. Press into my hand, Activate the toes towards you. There we go. Keep your gaze steady. And then as you finish that last deep breath here, we're gonna step all the way back, wobble or no wobble, embracing whatever shows up for you. Reverse that warrior. And then as you exhale, return back to that warrior two. Spin that left foot all the way forward to the wide side of the yoga mat. Inhale, rise both arms high. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, lift halfway, bending onto the knees. Exhale, letting go. And here, I just really want to offer a very teeny tiny, fun arm balance for anybody who wants to do this. So you can bring your hands flat on the ground and try to bring your knees closer towards your upper arms. And then once you feel that sense of pressing knees against the elbows, you can begin to walk your hands a little bit further back. So then you can sit your back thighs on your upper arms. And then maybe you stay here and then just like sway from side to side, and that's a lot already. Or maybe you begin to walk your feet wider apart and then maybe float and lift the legs high. Yee-hee, hello. There you go, you're floating. Now breathe. Good job. You're so good. This is your first class. Yes. Learn from her. Chantal, you're a rock star. And then when you're ready, we'll return back to that wide-legged forward fold. Cool. Now pay attention towards that right foot. Spin it over towards that front or back of them. Yeah, the front of the mat. And then slowly shift your weight onto that left foot. Actually, no, we're onto the other side. Left foot is now pointing towards the left. And then we sink onto the right hip. Yeah. And then maybe you reach the hands forward. Skandasana once again. Taking a full breath in here. Exhale, let something go. Breath in.
Breath out. And slowly shifting your weight all the way back. And then returning to the front of the mat. Three-legged dog. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Left leg high. And now this time, we'll bring the left heel to kiss that left glute. And then we'll drag the right heel back and then come into your wild thing on that left side. Know that this is truly optional. Anything that's offered, you're always welcome to take it or leave it. And then when you're ready, we return back to center. And this time, we're gonna shake the hips from side to side. Taking a full breath in. Heels up, bend the knees, look forward. Press the hips a little higher. Notice if you can even walk your hands a little bit backwards towards the knees. And just press the hips a little bit further back. Feel that opening of the chest, deep opening. And then eventually we look forward. And then we're just gonna hop and cross our feet into a seat. Bring your hips towards the heels, hands to the knees. Give yourself a big, big, big hug here. Hands around your legs. Taking a full breath in. Full breath out. And then when you're ready, we'll release the legs forward. This time, right leg crosses over the left, left arm rises high. Exhale, we're gonna go ahead and do a very simple twist. You have the option here of extending that left arm forward. And this is something that honestly, it took me a while to get there, but you can try it out. So this is kind of like a pretzel situation. So you can kind of try to bang that left hand in between that hole, between your thigh and your knee. And then maybe the right hand goes behind you and catches it. It's a pretzel. It's just fun to do it. This doesn't make you a better yogi. Breathe in. And then exhale, we're gonna release, do a little bit of a counter twist. Release the right leg, shake it out, shake it out. And then crossing left leg over the right, pressing onto that left hand behind you, arm rises, and then go for your twist. Notice if you can focus more on the lengthening of your spine rather than the twisting. So that means maybe you can incorporate this by inhaling and lengthening your spine. And then with the exhale, you maybe twist a teeny tiny more. Inhale, lift higher. Soften the shoulders. Twist. And if you want to go for your pretzel and try it out, it's always welcome. And then slowly release down. Shake it out. Do a little bit of a counter twist as well if that feels good. Shake it out, shake it out. And then we're gonna come all the way back to our backs. Arms reach up and over the head. Arms and legs extend. Imagine you're being pulled in opposite directions. Little morning stretch. Beautiful. Now bring the knees towards the center of the chest. Cross right leg over the left, arms wide. Scooch the hips over to the right, drop left. Drop knees to the left. Easy twist. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Then when you're ready, we're gonna switch sides. Crossing left foot over the right, scooching those hips over to the left, and then dropping knees to the right. Breathing in. You're welcome to sing along. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be just one. Slowly coming back to center. And if there's any other shape that you would like to visit before our final resting pose, please serve yourself into that. Otherwise, you can lift the legs up and over the head. Shake, 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 senora. Let it all go. Oh, caramba. Anything that you haven't released yet, kick it away from you. Be violent about it. Shake it out, shake it out. Yes, that's how I like it. Beautiful. And then we're going to come all the way to laying down, taking space on our yoga mats. Really important in our yoga practice is the rest that we allow ourselves to visit at the end. Just like when we live every single day, we go to sleep, and that is the moment in which we actually get to incorporate the memories that we experience throughout the day. We allow the muscles to rejuvenate. Literally every time that we go to sleep, it's like magic for our body. And that is a metaphor for this practice. So every time that you come into your yoga mat, you are shifting so much energy. And it is only in this moment of rest that you can allow the body to do its own magic. I love to offer hands-on adjustments for final resting pose. If someone would not like me to do that, please give me a quick wave or wiggle of the fingertips. Perfect. Awesome, thank you. Maybe taking one last breath here together. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Heavy on the legs, heavy on the knees. Maybe drawing a smile in the face. like that, wiggling the toes, moving the head from side to side, moving the fingertips. Bringing the arms up and over the head. Inviting a deep inhale to wash over. Inviting all that is, the feelings of comfort, of discomfort, the sound of the truck outside on the street disturbing our peace, perhaps, or actually inviting it to be a part of the experience. Those online will be like, what? And just like that, inviting a deep breath in. Let go. Breathe in. Open the mouth. HA. One more time. Breathe in. Let go. Thank you all so much for joining our practice today. Thank you for bearing witness with me to the complexity of being a human. Truly, 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 I say this from the bottom of my heart, that the light in me, which sometimes feel like it's not present in the face of so much, but the light in me sees the light in every single one of you. Namaste. If you want to talk about the theme of today, always feel free to reach out. And I wish you all a beautiful week and a deep sense of appreciation for the gifts that we get to experience in our day to day that we so often take for granted. Sorry. Sorry, guys, we went over time. Thank you. Thank you, Elsie.